Okay, hello
Hi Rohit.
everyone.
Hi Rohit.
Hi, hi, hi. Hello everyone.
Yeah.
Good evening in
So
India, late good evening in India, and good afternoon. I guess I don't know. In England, it's already in the morning, right? 5 o'clock in the morning.
no. It's not 5 o'clock in the morning. They are behind us.
Right. Oh, so it's like good afternoon for
It's
England. Okay,
evening.
okay,
Yeah. The sun is just setting. The sun is just setting.
okay. So first of all, before we get into the fourth test, after almost 7 days of last test, I still feel there is some sting left in what we witnessed. And it's more from a personal reason, from a personal viewpoint, that I still think that could have gone different, but let's not dwell on that. I still think we fought very well in the last test. And now I am hearing some concerns about your personal changes, Ansel Compose being.
So
Uh,
Rohit, before we go there has been some chatter in cricket, and that is something which we should talk about. What do you
okay.
think about Ashwin's interview with Harbhajan and him asking Harbhajan a question? Are you jealous of me? Were you jealous of me? What do you think about that?
Uh, Honestly, if I have to say my take on, Harbhajan was more of a spinner who was a lot of relying on the pitches. He was a good bowler. I am not denying that. But Ashwin, to me, as a very intelligent modern day cricketer, and if I have to decide that debate, I don't think Ashwin would be ever jealous of Harbhajan Singh. No, I know he has achieved great things. But if I was Ashwin, I think I would not be jealous of Harbhajan Singh.
No, the question was Harbhajan jealous of Ashwin? Because like it was Ashwin who sort of took away the career of Harbhajan Singh. So that was the question. And okay, you might not have watched that video. Anyway, that's
I have
not
not,
important.
I have not, I have not, I have not.
That is not important. That is not important. What is important that Harbhajan played 100 tests and he had a few centuries against New Zealand. I think four or five, if I'm not wrong. And those are good
Okay.
centuries. Those are good centuries. Coming back, as we are ushering into the fourth test, the series is at 1-2. India is trailing. And then the dressing room chatter is that we have lost some players. And the players which we have lost is okay, Akashdeep did not have a very good third test, so he is injured. Then Arshdeep Singh did not play anything. He is injured. I heard some chatter from Ravi Shastri, and essentially I read this in Indian Express that if he is playing as a pure batsman, then he should not be playing because as a wicket keeper he has gloves in his hands, and as a normal fielder he does not have gloves in his hand. So it puts him at more risk, which I do not buy into.
And is there not a concept of substitute fielder?
No, there is.
Then why and I think Rishabh Pant can play as a just as a batter as well.
Yeah.
For one test, you can ask KL Rahul to don the gloves, and I think Rishabh Pant merits alone as a batter, whether he is fit as a keeper or not. But that's another thing is, if you have a substitute fielder option, I think Rishabh Pant should always play, right? Even if
Yeah.
his finger is not
He
well.
should always. I think there is something ringing at your end. What is it? Okay,
Just
anyway.
let me it might be my phone. Yes, just yeah. Let's
What
go.
I was also what I was also thinking was it has been a few days since we lost the last test. I think it has been a week now.
Yes.
And with the time they say that your wounds heal, nothing has
It does.
healed to be very honest.
I'm still
And
thinking that what a great victory it could happen if it was.
what a great victory it could have been. You could have been 2-1 up, you could have been even 3-0 up, but like let it be. What I am thinking more than anything is uh, what must be the mental state of somebody like Mohammad Siraj, wherein he played good cricket. And then I read an interview of his wherein he was saying that now even the tailenders are batting in the nets, and ideally you are sort of putting the shortcomings of the top order, whose role it is to make runs, on the lower order. And because he got out in that fashion, and somebody shared a video with me wherein the test which India lost in Chennai in 99, wherein Sachin scored 136. The last batter was dismissed in similar fashion, and I was not old enough to watch that game in real time. But like, if you give runs for the lower order to score, this is going to scar them like for a very long time, and this is not fair, to be honest. It's not Bumrah's fault, it's not Nitish Kumar Reddy's fault, and Nitish Kumar Reddy, for that matter, is not playing in the next test. I
Yeah,
don't think
yeah.
he's done anything wrong,
No,
right?
no. To your previous point, that Siraj, like whether it is the tailenders' fault. If you have to pick 10 things that went wrong in last test for India, Jasprit Bumrah and Siraj batting will not be one of them, and that
Yeah,
is true today. That will be true maybe 10 years ago if the test match happened 10 years ago. It's not
yeah,
about that. It is like now because you have lost a test by 22 runs, you can nitpick a lot of things that maybe it did not work out because Siraj could have defended, Bumrah could have not played that shot. It does not work like that. It does not work like that in the sense that whatever they have done on that day is better than what our top or middle order did on that day.
yeah,
So
yeah, yeah,
you cannot do that going back. Maybe this could have been done this way, or that's like I can also say that maybe Nitish Reddy would have played a better inning on that day, or maybe for that matter KL Rahul was looking set, could have batted another 60, 70 balls, but that's how it
yeah,
goes. You cannot say
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And what do you think should be the mindset of the captain and the coach of the Indian cricket team? Because I was watching the outing with the football team, and Gautam Gambhir was looking like a chokha. For those of you who do not understand chokha, it's like litti chokha. The chokha is the thing which you make with eggplant. That's how he was looking. And
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. Probably he should not have been there. He might be a football fan, but you did not see the football team's manager or coach there. But you saw Gautam Gambhir in the top of the front of all those players. What the heck are you signaling? What the heck are you
No,
signaling? What do you think
my
about
my
that?
prob- my problem with that whole tour is they have gone to Manchester United, and the way they have been playing, if India could learn a couple of things from Manchester United, our next stage is going to England.
Yeah,
Manchester United have not been playing good.
United.
So I saw a tweet by some comedian that I think India is teaching some things to Manchester United, not the other way around, because otherwise we are also going to lose the fourth test. And it was
Somebody
on
should
point.
talk sense to Gautam Gambhir. Like there are things which are not said and they are written between the lines. And as somebody who is a watcher of cricket and follower of the game, I can read between the lines, and I'm like, I do not see any remorse in you, man. You are just playing your fan game or fan times for the old time's sake, and you are wearing your jersey and then coming out in the front and taking a picture. Like, have you got
There is
any shame?
there is another thing, and I think this is something which I have noticed after second test. Shubman Gill is a young captain.
Yeah,
And when you have a young captain in a test format, the role of the coach becomes
yeah,
very great. It is
yeah,
very important on how the team progresses in the next transition. See, right
correct.
now, if Virat Kohli was the captain, I will not be so much worried about what Gambhir is doing or not doing, because
That's
I
true.
have a experienced player like Virat Kohli who can alone run the team. He has
Yeah,
played enough test matches outside India to understand that. But Shubman Gill is not that, and that is where the coach role of the coach becomes so important. And I think if I have to I have listened to his post match conferences and everything, I think he's kind of, I don't know, either he is holding back or he does not understand how important it is for team right now. For the coach to come out and say, "I am there with you. I understand these few things. I'll tell you." That's not happening right now.
I think he's going to lose the job anyway. This is his last tour, last international tour. There
No,
is
no,
also
no.
chatter.
No, but India never sacks a coach this early. I'm telling you that he will
Uh,
still
uh,
uh,
but there's like you would not disagree with me when I say there's chatter for having different coaches for different formats.
different formats. Yes, yes.
Yeah, but like I think he's going anyway. Anyway,
Okay, okay.
we should not give more footage to Mr. Gigi.
Gigi,
I wish
yes,
him
yes.
all the best. I wish him that he goes back to politics, and I might be a little trash talking or I might be a little rude, but like either you add in startups they say 90% of the VCs add negative value or zero value. So Gautam Gambhir, look at that 90%. Vinod Khosla also says something like that. Anyway,
Yeah, yeah.
when I'm looking at this top order, I think Sai Sudarshan is going to come back. I'm not really sure. What do you think? Like Karun Nair is going to hold his position. What do you think?
Mm, ideally not. Ideally not. If I was Gautam Gambhir or Subman Gill, like 6 innings is not less. And my problem with him is not that he is not batting well. My problem is after making 20 every time or 30 every time, he is losing in a wicket in a fashion which I will not ever expect from a number 3 or 4 batsman.
That is a problem with people who have played a lot of first class cricket because DRS is not there, and that those kinds of dismissals you will never get in first class cricket because the umpire, from the vantage point of the umpire, when the ball hits the deck, and even if you're not playing it, the umpire cannot sort of think of the trajectory of the ball that it is going to hit the stumps. So for somebody who has played, I don't know, maybe 100 first class games, the umpire also is a little wary, and that is a very bad habit which has come into people like, I don't know, Karun Nair, because twice he has gotten out like that, and I don't like
Yes.
it. Like such dismissals are shameful. Like you play and you get out. What is this? You're not offering shot and then you're getting out.
Exactly, and I think if I'm also thinking. I told you before also when Karun Nair played and Sudarshan did not. I will always give the place to Sai Sudarshan over Karun Nair. I understand he has worked hard for 6 7 years.
Whatever. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whatever.
What I understand that, I respect that, but that should not come when you are selecting your team. If I have to give a chance in England to somebody, I'll prefer Sai Sudarshan to try the number 3 or number 4, whatever.
He could have gotten into the annals of the game had he scored a few more runs in the
Yes,
last innings. But
yes,
like then you see how he got out, and probably that was a unlucky dismissal wherein Joe Root being Joe Root plucks one out of the air. But when things don't go your way, they don't go your way.
and
So
out of
probably
6 innings, he only got out early in 1 inning, right? When he got out
yeah,
on zero on the
yeah,
first
yeah.
inning, I guess.
The first outing, yeah, on the first outing.
Yes, after that he has played good enough balls and then he got out like I am telling, I am from my number 3 batsman. If he plays 30 40 balls in an inning, I am expecting at least 50 60 runs out of him. And I am
Yeah,
telling this, I am seeing this from a test perspective from last
test
10
perspective.
15
Like
years. Yes,
if you have lasted for 40 deliveries, so I want 50 runs out of you.
yeah, you are a number 3 batsman. That's your job.
That's
You
your
can
job.
play slow and fast, whatever the nature of the match is, but that your job is to get the team from 50 for 2 to 180 for 3 before you
Yeah,
get out.
yeah, yeah.
That's the
Uh, uh,
job. And if
yeah. Because we are talking about the top order, what do you think should be the mental state of Yashasvi Jaiswal?
right now I'm never worried about SSV Jaiswal whether he
What about the last dismissal? That was, I think, that was out
yeah,
of
that
nowhere.
out of nowhere, of course he over attacked, but he does so. He does so. I'm not worried in the sense that for SSV Jaiswal, 2 out of 5 times he gets out, he will get out in a fashion which you will find is not consistent with Test cricket.
Okay.
And that is how he is a young player. He has 3 4 years to learn that you have to value your wicket in Test more than you're valuing on T20 and ODI, and you cannot get out a certain fashion in Test cricket.
Okay.
Like he
Okay.
got out in the last inning. Like if I am a batsman who has played 5 6 years, and if I got out like that, like I would not be happy with myself. But with him, it is like he will get out 2 times out of 5 like that. Still, maybe take
I see.
2 3 years
I see.
down the line. But I'm
I
not
see.
worried about him as a top order batsman. I'm like I he
And
will be there.
what do you think about the one person, the one player who must be hurting the most, and probably he has already spent his days being hurt, is Mr. Jadeja.
Oh,
And when he's coming to play, because like even when we played when we were kids, even if you played in the Gandhi Maidans of Patna and Masodi and near, so like if a guy was not out and like the whole team got out on the other end, there was a tinge. Now
mhm.
this guy had a tinge, and probably when in the dressing room, people must have consoled him. The players must have told him something that we should have stayed and whatnot. And he's coming into the game. Then there are people asking questions. You know, you could have played faster. You could have attacked more, and he must have answered those questions, or maybe he must have avoided those questions. Now he's coming to play into a new game wherein he has to bowl with the old ball. You have got this Duke's ball, which after 30 overs is ineffective, and spinners are to be introduced. With Washington, I think he is going to keep his place, although he got out. It
Mhm.
was like more like a, how do I put it, more like a self-imposed dismissal, I would say. It was a soft dismissal in the last inning.
Yes, yes, yes.
So like what is the mindset going to be for somebody like Ravindra Jadeja?
For Ravin Jadeja, I think, see, I know what he has gone through in last test, but for a player of his experience, I don't think it's new. And when he, like, when Siraj got out in the last test, he looked up the sky and said few words. And all I could remember was that he was on the other side of things. You remember in 2017, I think it was semi-final between India and Pakistan, where Hardik Pandya was playing and
Yeah, yeah,
Jadeja on the other
yeah,
side.
yeah, yeah. He got run out. Yeah,
Yes.
it was the Champions
So I
Trophy.
so for a player who has been on the other side as well, we
Okay,
thought ki Hardik Pandya could take the game away that day, and he got run out. So I don't think like personally it will of course it will affect a player, but for a player of that stature and who has played so many matches, I don't think it is going to like bug his mind a lot. He will come again with the same mindset. I'll do what the like as you said in the last video. Ravindra Jadeja always understands what the team needs from him, and he
wants.
puts that first in front of his personal or his personal glory or personal thinking. And I think he is going to do that again. And like, I don't think if a situation similar situation comes, it is going to bug him. I think he is a very experienced and mature player like that, and I think, I don't think it's not going to bug him at all. I'm
Okay,
pretty sure about that.
okay. We are coming to the end of our video, our recording. So just a last few things before we end. So take a guess on who's going to win the toss.
I think it is going to be India.
Okay,
And if India wins the toss, I think they are going to bat.
okay.
Yes,
And if
that's
they
what.
don't score 350 runs in the first innings, I'm thinking that it is curtains. Okay. So you will lose
Uh,
the game at the end of the first inning of England and second inning of the game. So that's that. I think Ben Stokes, as a cricket player, is very charged by what he has done in the last game. He was a player of the match by not scoring so much, by not taking so many wickets, but by being on the ground. And probably it was after a very, very long time when man of the match was given like that. So I think he and his team are going to come very, very hard. And
And
with Bashir gone,
yeah,
they
yeah,
are getting another spinner after 7, 8 years. And I think they are going to maintain the top order which they had. Like they are going to retain Crawley, they are going to retain Oli Pope, and I think they are going to have the same batting order.
yeah.
Nevertheless, I think it's
One thing, and yeah, I'll tell you, and it's coming from England away charge. I'm counting on that. I think the only mistake they can make at this point of time, from a strategic point of view, is they are trying to overattack India. India still has a good batting lineup, and if India wins the toss and plays first, and if they try to overattack, I don't think 350 is going to be a problem.
let's see, let's
Yeah,
see.
that's what I think. If
Okay,
England,
so
yeah, yeah, go ahead.
just give your final words, and then we'll call it a day, and we'll put this out on Twitter and YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, for Team India, I think go with a positive mindset. If you win the toss, bat first. If you lose the toss, I think toil hard to get them out under 300. And I think one thing I'm counting on is England being supercharged and over attacking. And that is something that could play to India's advantage instead of, in spite of losing the last test. If I have to pick a winner at this point of time, I'm going to pick India.
Let's hope that it is 2-2 by the end of the third, fourth, fifth day of Old Trafford, and so that the fifth test is interesting. Last time we could not win it, and this time let's see if it is interesting. Okay, okay. That is all. We'll take your leave, and we'll see you again after the end of the first day at Manchester. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye bye.